Bang! Neevesknives. I'm Jared, and I am here with my good buddy Lefty Edc.
Yo, what up?
How you doing, bud?
I am solid, dude. I'm good.
I know we're just gonna wind up shooting this shit, but I did write down a few topics just to shoot the shit about,
Cool.
aside from everything else we wind up running into.
Yeah.
Yes, Fiend, I do. I actually realize how bad Lefty has it being a lefty. I've been struggling, man, and it's not even that bad.
I'm out lefty too.
I cut the muscle on my thumb, but it's not that bad. Like if you looked at it, you'd be like, "What the fuck is your problem?" Is it so clean? But it's right. I think I nicked the muscle. I don't think I obviously didn't cut it all the way through, but I nicked it or something. It's numb.
How'd you do it?
So the knife shelf right here, right? So Kara mentioned, she said, well, is it dangerous for the blades to be out like that? And it's like, no, but then it made me think about it. Like, man, I wonder if it looked cool. Well, no, that's not how it happened. Trust me, that's not how it happened. But then I thought about it, man, it'd be really cool if I folded them up and had sometimes folded, sometimes open. Well, so I decided to fold them up and put them on there, right? And I'm folding them up, and there's just one I put on there, and it slipped. It fell, and I caught it, but it's closed, right? It's completely closed, so no big deal. I caught it, and I grabbed it, and I went to put it back up there, and then it slipped again. And it wasn't long enough or something. It's just a little too slick. So when it slipped the second time and I caught it, I thought it was closed. And it must have, like, right before my hand caught it, the flipper tab hit and it opened up. And I thought it was closed. So I didn't even realize I cut myself at first. I thought, how like sometimes you hit like I don't know, like a nerve or something just by tapping. That's what I thought happened. And I went, and I looked, and then it was just gushing. I was like, fuck. And then when I came back, because, I obviously had, I took off running to get to bandage it up. When I came back, I seen the blade was actually open on the ground. But it's just crazy how fast it happened and how it happened, because it was closed. But no, the way they are like this, the choils wind up falling on the pegs. So like I even nailed this in right next to it, or you can't see it. The license plates, and they didn't even shake, like, because the choil, like the peg lands right on the choil and it just kind of holds them in place. And I got the thing anchored pretty good to the wall, so I'm loving that thing though. I like the way it looks. It looks really good. I'm gonna probably switch the knives around.
Yeah, it looks cool, dude. Your video I saw the thing looks sweet. And they made something for you before that sign back there.
Yeah. He's cool. I put his email in the description of the video for people to contact him if they want stuff made. He's in Colorado. He does everything by hand. Awesome dude. I know he'll work with anybody. He's like the best type of guy, man. He's awesome.
That's great.
Is that old dude from Lefty's Instagram joining the live?
You mean Backyard Samurai Ninja?
He actually messaged me on his video, because I left a comment in his video, and he messaged me back talking about that. Like, hey, I seen, like basically like one of your friends put me on Instagram, and
damn, that
made him famous.
Yeah.
Made him famous. Yeah, I mean, hey, news goes fast. And I'm going to actually, while we're live, I'm going to address some of the things he said, because, I'm just going to do it just because, right? Just because. But we'll do that here in a little bit.
I mean, because
there's no reason to shed too much light about it. But he's wrong in everything he said. So, just so people aren't misunderstood. I mean, I guess
the YouTube laws, because I don't.
Yes.
I'm just like, what?
Yeah. Well, what he's complaining about is that, like, I'm not supposed to put my links, like, say,
I know
links,
I do the same thing, dude. I put links in the description.
You're allowed to. You can go and read the things. It does say that the items you link should pertain to the video, but everything Well, exactly. But in my links, I have all the sharpening stuff, right? But that pertains to every video I have. I'm a knife sharpener for one. They're knives. That's how you keep them sharp. The tools in there are how you maintain them. I literally talk about sharpening and maintaining knives in damn near every single video. So regardless if I don't show you that product, I get, and what people don't understand is I get tens of thousands of comments requesting them. So while he might not like it, everybody else does, and they use them. And I do that because if I don't have them, then I have 10,000 comments saying, hey, what sharpening stones do you recommend? What do you use to sharpen your knives? And in a lot of my reviews, I do sharpening in the reviews. And like I say, if the video doesn't have anything to do with sharpening, because I don't link knives unless if they're in the video. I used to have a plate, like a thing for knives I recommend. I don't do that
Amazon,
anymore.
like MC does.
Right. I don't do that anymore. I only link the knives that are in the video, but I do link the tools I recommend to work on your knives and the sharpening supplies and my Instagram and stuff like that, which you're supposed to. YouTube says you can do that, but everything pertains to my content and my videos and my channel. Now,
right.
He's full of shit saying that him looking something up, he can't find stuff because of, YouTube's algorithm or my videos or my
cold steel.
Right.
I'm looking for bread.
Right. What are you looking for? Cold metal? Like, because there's over 1 billion videos on YouTube. Think about that. Over 1 billion. Can you imagine how many hundreds of millions of videos pertain to the words cold and steel? From video games, cold metals, mechanic stuff. Come on. So if you're having trouble finding something on YouTube, it's your fault. YouTube's very good. I don't think anybody in this chat right now can tell me that they can't find something on YouTube if they need to, regardless of what it is.
I will say I've had an issue when I got that Arnaud Bernard knife. I searched for Arnaud Bernard eye mamba, Arnaud Bernard, and all I found was your video. And later,
I'm probably the only one who's ever reviewed it.
Later, somebody sent me links to Kevin Cleary had actually reviewed the exact knife that I bought. The eye.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then I saw Metal Complex reviewed the Orca too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that video popped up on my feed today. And I'm like, what? Where was this when I searched literally the words Arnaud Bernard? And
did you type it in wrong?
Came up. Well, I didn't put quotations though, so
that could be the problem.
I don't know how that
usually for the most part, like say if you need to find a cold steel knife, you don't want to just put cold steel. You want to put cold steel knives, right? So that YouTube's algorithm can recognize cold and steel pertains to knives, right? So nobody has an issue finding, like, obviously there's going to be the small, sometimes like you're trying to find a specific channel, like a channel's name or something. That's sometimes an issue. But when it comes to usually products and stuff, as long as you are specific, 99.999% of the time you can find it, right?
Yeah, there's
like with a custom, you might have an issue.
There's like a whole class on how to search Google, like using the words and or are completely different.
Right.
When if you put or in the middle, it's going to search both. If you like separately, if you put and, it'll try to find things combined that have those things. So like, there's just a lot of different ways to go about it, and that's just like the amount of. It's just dumb. Like it's just a pointless waste of time worrying about shit like that. Like I don't know, it's weird to me.
And like I said, man, there's billions of videos on YouTube. I forget what it was, but if you watched like all the videos on YouTube, I think it would take you 4,000 years or something like that. Like a crazy amount of time.
It's hilarious.
What's up, Ray? Thank you for the donation, man. That clip was so funny. I thought it was a message or something. Have a good life, guys. Be nice to him, guys. Be nice. Don't be like that. I'm going to back him up and actually argue for him now. I understand, like, seeing another channel, like, putting in links and say, if you're not, that may be pissing you off thinking that it's messing with the algorithm. But it's not. It's not.
But I don't understand.
Right. But like, you know, like people do look at things sometimes and just take it from their perspective and what they think is happening and go with it. And it doesn't mess with. I mean, okay, so the description does play a part in helping people find your videos a little bit. The overwhelming majority is your tags. Your tags are like 95% of how somebody's going to find your content and what your content's specific to, and then the things in the links can help.
Tags, I never even fill those out.
Oh, you're dumb.
There's just so many fucking things to fill out, dude. Like,
well, you can write as many as you want. Like, say if you're gonna do like say Spyderco Mannix, you would put Spyderco Mannix 2, Spyderco Knives Mannix 2, Spyderco Mannix, you know.
It's just a lot of, I don't know.
Mike, thank you for the donation, man. I'm out, Jared and Kevin. Have fun. I have to make supper. Swing by the live feed with Tri-State when you're done. All right, bud. Yeah, he has Tri-State on right after this. Thank you for the donation again, Mike.
When does he start?
Right after this, so 9:30 my time.
Okay, that works. That's perfect for me, actually.
Yeah, well, no, I'm not going to be able to do over 2 hours. I bought the thing to plug in this camera, and I got the exact one off the internet. Didn't have no trouble finding it, but I got it. And but for some reason, man, it doesn't work. I don't know. I can't get it to fucking work. I got batteries though, but I can't switch
just
batteries.
A charger?
Yeah, it's a charger to hook up to the camera while it's going.
Yeah.
Well, it's a plug into the wall, like a plug-in.
Yeah, but that's weird. What camera do you have? What's the model?
The Canon Rebel SL3.
Okay.
Pretty good camera. I'm liking the camera. It's just so different, man. So different from what I'm used to.
Yeah,
it's gonna.
I don't think it's for me. I don't think it's worth.
I hate putting tags in too, guys. I fucking hate it. Like I despise putting in.
I've never noticed a difference though. Like doing it and not doing it. It seems like I've never noticed a difference. So I don't know.
I think you probably don't notice it because like if a video is specific enough, it's not going to make too big of a deal. But what it's going to help with is you expanding out into the algorithm, because you want to be able to fit into like EDC stuff or knife related stuff. So it'll help boost you up in the algorithm for people to find it, so that like if somebody's searching, you know, EDC knives, right? That's a very basic term, or very, you know, it's not specific. So you want to be able to fit into those like algorithms, but you have to tag it and stuff and do that stuff.
Yeah. So. Not if they're all different, Chuck. Like, yeah, you could copy and paste like
you can't because you have to do each one individually
and then hit enter and shit.
Yep.
Because I copy and paste the hashtags that I just started adding.
Yeah, you can do that.
Videos.
Not the tags though. The tags you have to write individually. It's
just like there's so much shit to do when I upload a video now.
I know.
Each fucking step, and they're all like you're just like repeating shit. Like, why can't there just be tags and that's it? Why do there also need to be hashtags and a description and a fucking title? And it's all the goddamn same. It's so annoying.
But that's like goes towards what I'm saying. Like that there's so many, there's other ways. Those are the ways that determine how people find your video. It's not the description is a tiny bit. Don't get me wrong. It is. Even YouTube admits it is a little bit, but not to the extent that your tags are. Your tags are the most important part. But still though, it is a bitch and there's so much to it. Like, you know, you gotta do like all these little steps. And
I just discovered, like I literally last week discovered the end screen thing where you could add at the end, you can have your like logo pop up in a video that it like recommends to people. I didn't know that until last week. I thought that was automatic.
You mean what? Say that again. You mean the
end screen?
The end.
The card at the end screen.
So yeah. I couldn't do that till now. I just was able to do that because of the computer.
Like the last 30 minutes or 30 seconds of your video now, your logo pops up on the screen. You can place it wherever you want, and then it pops up a video that recommends. And I always leave it as best for viewer or whatever. Like the algorithm figures it out. Yeah. But it's pretty cool. So like I did the 3K giveaway video, and in that I told people to subscribe to Backpack B. And then when I did the end screen, I put his video as the one that they should click on. So it probably helped a bunch of people get to his channel. So I think that's a pretty cool tool, but it's like there's so many of those things on YouTube. It's fucking annoying.
Yeah, there's a lot of little details, and every year things change a little bit. Just like when I did the giveaway, I should have used the @ symbol for everybody's channel rather than linking it. The @ symbol makes it to where it's like I forget the name of it, but it makes it a lot better. And you just
it actually tags the person, so I got a notification that you did it or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, it does change. It's just annoying because like I upload 20 videos at one time. You know
what's up, Lindy Lou and Richie B?
If I did like one video a week or something, yeah, I wouldn't mind doing all this shit. But like doing it 20 times in a row on a Sunday blows ass.
Yeah, with the links, man, I'll literally like the last minute fucking get done because I hate doing it, but I do it every time though. I do it every time.
Yeah.
And shout out to Joe. I seen he came in here. Steel Forged in Fire, and then I seen Blades and Fades is in here. I threw up his link just a minute ago while we were talking. If you guys seen that, shout out to Pocket Knife Reviews. Go and check his channel out. He might switch his name back to Shane Gables.
Yeah,
we'll see about that. Jared, you got the wrong piece for your camera. I'm not sure what you mean by that.
He's probably talking about the
plug-in thing. Well, I just looked for a charging cord to plug in while I'm live, and that's specifically what I looked up.
Did you talk to him about it? Because it sounds like he.
No, I didn't talk to him about it. I just looked it up and pulled it up. But it's literally a battery, just like the battery I have. It goes in and it goes to a cord and plugs in. And I put it in. But I think it might actually work. I think I might have messed up. So I'm gonna check it again afterwards. I'm an idiot. So, learning some shit. So, couple of these things we're going to talk about. We actually got a couple of goofy things we're going to talk about, but
I'm down for goofy.
I know. That's why I had to write a couple. So, and there's not much here. First off, the gunny juice. Have you tried the gunny juice? The stropping compound gunny juice? The stuff?
No, I don't strop very much. Like I strop occasionally. I've never used that stuff. It came in for the giveaway for Knives Live, but it all went back out, obviously. So I didn't get to keep any to try. I would like to try it because I've only ever used green compound. And you should look at this strop. It's absolute, like, I don't know if it matters if it's even or not, but it looks like absolute dog piss on here.
It's not a big deal if it's even, but what happens is the more it builds up, what happens is okay, so like say when it's fresh and you put it on, that's when that stropping compound is going to last the longest. And then you coat it again, it'll still last a good amount of time. You coat it again, it'll still last a good amount of time. But the more and more you do it, the less life you have in each layer. Because what happens is the abrasives get pushed down into that compound with each layer. So you want to and then what'll happen is like with that, because that's an aluminum oxide compound, so it also breaks down at the same time. The steel actually like basically just destroys it and it just crushes into pieces, and just put it in layman's terms. But what you can do is you can strip it. You just take like a knife or a razor blade and just basically scrape it into the garbage. That's what I do. I just scrape the shit out of it and then just reapply. But this stuff, what's cool about it, it's super, like, I've never found a liquid that was this easy to apply. It's the easiest shit I've ever dealt with. You just squirt it on, rub it on, and you literally watch it dry. Like, it's ready to go in like 30 seconds, if that.
Damn.
Like 15 seconds probably. It's so fast, and it's a liquid, but it's very effective as well. Like, if you have a polished edge, dude, your polished edge, it'll stay nice and polished, depending on which one you get. But for anybody who was wondering, I recommend getting the 6 or the 9 for maintenance. So like if you're wanting to do polishing and stuff like that, then yeah, you can. Even a 6 is still a good polisher, because 6 micron is like, I don't know, fucking like right around 5,000 grit. So it's still polishing. But for like real mirror polishes, probably like 1 micron, but the 6 I think will work great on any polished edge still. So, but it's good stuff though. Really good stuff. Very effective.
Yeah, I haven't gotten into sharpening or stropping very much. Like I'll strop an edge when I need to, quick, but like I don't do. I mostly just have people sharpen my shit. Like,
well, right, but I think the beauty of this is that for the people that don't like to sharpen or anything, this stuff is so easy to use. Like it's like brainless to use. It's so easy, and the reason why I think it's a little bit more effective than some of the other compounds is I think the diamonds are actually smaller. They're more finer.
How does it compare to like the green compound? Like what micron compares to this, or is this like completely different?
That's about 6 micron, about the same as this, but now the big difference is going to be this will last longer because it's diamond. So that's an aluminum oxide base. So aluminum oxide breaks down faster. So like you want to replace the compound, you know, every few strops, and depending on how big your strop is and everything else. But anyways, this stuff will last a little bit longer.
I got a big strap.
Exactly. Right. But this stuff will last a little bit longer, and it'll be a little bit more effective on some of the premium steels. I'm not saying aluminum oxide doesn't work very well for edge maintenance and everything, because it does. Diamonds can just be a little bit more effective because it's diamond, you know. So, and especially since it lasts a little bit longer. B. Wallace, anything knife related, says he'll have to look into the gun. Dude, seriously, do it. I'll be honest, man. I got it thinking I was gonna kind of drag it. I was literally like kind of expecting to just be like, man, it's fucking stropping compound, guys. You know, like there's nothing
but you
to
like it, man. I know Blades and Fades likes that shit.
Yeah, he does too. Yeah, he's actually the one who got me into it. If you're rocking hard steels, then diamonds are the way to go. Absolutely, David.
So you think buying what, the 6 and a new
6
strap?
or a 9, I think, is like the best for just edge maintenance, because even 9 micron that's fucking very fine. Like
so
that's
9 is going to be a lower grit than 6, lower or higher. I don't know.
Right. It's gonna be a lower grit. So microns, like a 6 micron is going to be finer than a 9 micron. So a 9 micron's a little bit more aggressive, but when you're talking about microns, that's a very, very little jump.
Right.
You know, microns are so small. Yeah, chromium oxide. Thank you, Knife Modders. Chromium oxide. Will you link and tag Gunny Juice so I know which ones to get? Yes, absolutely.
Stevie?
If you actually, you know what, Stevie? If you go to my Gunny Juice video, I did a whole video on it. It's not very long. It teaches you how to apply it, how to use it. I put the leather in the video. Just look up my Gunny Juice video. It's got everything you need in there, brother.
Just throw a link in the chat. You have some moderators.
Well, I can do that, but I figured he can. If he watches that video, it'll give him a little bit better perspective.
He wants that view, Stevie.
And I'm trying to make the money off the links. Damn it!
You gotta earn that Gunny Juice link, son.
I could put a link in right now, though. But
I figured a moderator could do it. That's what
a moderator could, but they can't get my affiliate link though. You know.
Oh, gotcha.
You see where I'm going.
Well, they could take it out of the description and throw it
they
in
could
there.
do that. Yeah, if my moderators are pretty smart, so they can do stuff like that.
Q1 Fiend threw the Gunny Juice video link in, so we got that far.
They're actually changing the affiliate links. So did you? I don't know if you seen my video. YouTube.
What do you mean they're changing? What does that mean?
I gotta read into it a little bit more. On the 31st, they're changing the way you get the links. So the exact place and like how you take the link over to your channel, they're changing it. But supposedly, if you do it this one way, you can actually make a little bit more money off of it. And if you do it the other, I don't know. I have to read into it more, so I don't really want to speak about it. But I know on the 31st.
But what links are you talking about? What affiliate link? Like
Amazon. Sorry, Amazon affiliates.
Got you. Yes, I need to sign up for that shit still.
Oh, you're not?
Nah.
What's wrong with you, man?
I don't know. Can you just have a link to your thing in the description of every video, and if they click it and buy some, or you have to link each item?
Each item.
Yes,
What's shaking, boys? Watching
too
from
much
work
work,
again.
Like how much?
Like I
how
say
much
that
money?
a lot. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you,
Hey,
man.
Joe.
Thank you for the 5 bones.
That's my local buddy, and he's the dude who does the sharpening for me.
Oh,
he's
awesome.
got a KME, and that's why I don't give a shit about sharpening systems, because
there you go.
He throws these edges on, and then I pick them up a week later when we meet up for lunch. Like
I recently got a badass sharpening system, a new one, and which is I'm so thankful now because of this. I can still sharpen, so that's awesome.
What kind of system is it?
A TS Prof Blitz.
Oh, you got one of them, Johns?
Yeah, fucking things expensive, man.
Yeah, did you buy it or did they hit you?
Oh no, I bought it. I'm gonna try to contact them and see if they'll like send stuff, to help work with it. I'm gonna do a video on it, but I doubt
those are like 600 bones, right?
Yeah, but it's Russia, so
yeah, it's like knife money, bro.
Yeah.
I'd rather spend money on knives.
Rather give me a damn knife. Use Neeves link in Lefty's 10 checkout. There you go.
That shit works at Amazon. Don't worry.
I got some Neevesknives discounts too. Don't if you guys can't get one from Lefty 10, definitely you try it at Neevesknives.
You got one at Walmart, White Mountain, right? No,
I'm not big time like you.
I thought you did though.
No.
You don't. Okay, you don't have a thing with them. Who do you have them?
I got a few. I got Civivi, Mojave.
Got Civivi.
Andar.
Damn, son.
I'm trying to get Wii, but I don't think it works for Wii, only Civivi. I think. I'm not positive. Concept, no, because they don't really. I mean, they have
it's a page order, but like.
Most people just buy them from all the knife dealers, anyways. Same thing with Civivi. Like the problem is that you can use my link.
Nobody's buying that shit from Civivi.
Well, right. Nobody's buying it from Civivi, but people have used it. I've actually made a little bit of money off. But the thing is that it winds up being the same price. You're not getting nothing off.
Right.
You're literally buying it for what you can buy from anywhere else.
You get the best price at White Mountain, and then you get 10% off. Lefty 10, baby. Use that code.
I know. I'm gonna seem logical. I actually talked to them earlier and I forgot to bring it up, but I'll remember.
You should get a code at White Mountain though, dude.
I'm gonna talk to them. I just haven't talked to them. I mean, I buy shit all the time, but I haven't talked to them.
I'll talk to you after the live about it because there's
I've been looking at the TS Prof system as well. I'm thinking I'm gonna grab the Blitz. You should. The Blitz is a great. So
what do you guys use?
What? Oh, they have a KME. They have a KME.
So that's how they did this.
But
I guess
they. What is that?
You talking to me? You're breaking up for me. I don't know if it's me or you though, so it's hard to tell. Could be my internet. I don't know. But what were you saying?
But what the hell was I saying? Oh yeah. When you get it, Richie, they have another system. Like they have like an graded one where you basically just get like a screwdriver and an angle finder. Just get the cheapest one because you can just buy your own angle finder and use your own driver. They're still going to send the extra screws and the tool to, like the little Allen wrench. You're just not going to get an actual screwdriver, which I'm sure you have plenty of already. What's up with the earbuds tonight? Man, I can't hear them unless if I got them. So
it's because of me, guys. If I wasn't on, he wouldn't have them. It's so he can hear the guests.
I got a match too. I want to match them. So I'm trying. I gotta look cool.
I got the AirPods 3 on the way, so you're gonna have to work harder, son.
Fuck. I just had some and I lost them, man.
Ooh, what?
I still got the little charge. Yeah, I still got the little charger, but I lost the actual things. Whatever. Have to get another pair.
But you don't have iPhone, right? Do you?
No, it wasn't it was something else, some offer. It was like $100. Richard, thank you, man. Thank you for the donation, bud. 5 bones. Give me a high five. You seen this new concept? Did you watch? I don't know if you've seen my video.
I saw. I was listening and I didn't hear much, and I heard you butcher the name for sure.
Pray to tout. Pray to tout or pray to tout?
I don't know.
Pretattout.
I was gonna call it the Praetorian.
Sounds good to me.
It kind of reminded me of a Rosenti, like a snafu or something.
Me too. If it had a hole, man, holy shit.
Is it a K Maxron or
a what?
K Maxron? Did he design it? Who designed it?
Oh, you know what? I don't. Yeah.
Have you ever handled the Pelican EDC?
Yes.
That's my favorite concept they made.
Yeah, I handled Stas's. This is a good knife right here, man. I'm fucked up with my hand. They do have it without the Damascus, so you don't have to get the Damascus.
Yeah, that shit's ugly when companies like that do it because you know it's not good quality. Like,
well, this one's better than their other stuff. I don't know if I'll be able to show you right here, but it's better than the stuff that they were using before.
Yeah, that looks good, dude. The camera's killing it.
There we go.
Yeah.
If you watch it on my video, it actually looks really good because the stuff they were using before, even Nick Shabazz did a video and he was basically talking about how the colors were blending in too much. So you could tell it was low quality. This stuff, all the colors are nice and spread apart. It looks really good. I know you know what? Here, I can go like this. I forgot. I got a little trick I didn't do.
I mean, like the knife cost as much as that clip would cost if it was good. You know what I mean? Like,
that's true.
So, like, I just had two Damascus clips made, black Damascus clips. They were like $150 a piece, you know.
But this from where though?
It's a dude on Instagram named Johnny T.
Where's he at though?
America somewhere.
Right, that's why.
This
is from China. So
China.
And
yeah, so I don't, you know.
I mean,
I don't trust Chinese, yo.
Well, this is real Damascus, you know, but I do know in the beginning it was low quality, like for sure. But they were literally selling their knives like $200. You get a Damascus knife. Now it's a little bit more expensive, but the Damascus is a little bit better.
Right.
So.
I still don't want it. I don't like Damascus.
No, you don't have to want it. I'm not trying to sell it to you.
No, I know.
They have the regular one though. They have the satin one with S35 and then a blacked out version with S35.
S35, huh? I used to give them shit for that. Now I'm like, that's cool. You know, I'm back to liking S35. It's weird.
Nothing's wrong with S35.
It got played out like M390 is now. You know what I mean?
Everything eventually does.
Like this knife is
I seen Ed put up a donation. I gotta get to it. Sorry, Ed.
Yeah.
Let me. Ed, thank you, man. 10 bones. Thank you for the donation. Jared, I sent you an email regarding your camera adapter. If you have questions, just let me know. I definitely will. This was the first time me trying it, so I thought it was just going to hook right up. And I honestly think I might have did something wrong, and I think now I know what I did wrong. So I'll let you know if I do have a problem.
Yes, Frank. Yes, it was you, dude. I was trying to remember who it was that told me about it. Thank you, Frank.
What's that?
He told me about the dude who makes the clips, and one of the clips is for my Satori 2.0.
Later, Sean.
And it basically what he does, the big flaw with the Satori 2.0 is the clip lands on the lock bar. Okay. So as a righty, that even sucks, but as a lefty, it's terrible because you can't put your finger on the clip to flick it.
Right.
So he actually made the clip longer, and it ends up going over and lands on the frame.
That's sweet.
So it's going to be a badass clip on top of the fact that it's going to possibly let me reverse flick it.
That's nice.
But yeah, Frank told me about it.
All his clips are does he have like specific knives he makes clips for? Or he just whatever you want.
If you send him a knife, he can make a clip for it. But yeah, he has some that I guess he has the knives. I don't know how it works, but I also got an Evo 2.0 clip made.
Nice.
Sweet. Yeah, my buddy Knife Ninja. I don't know if you know him on Instagram. He sent them his Lucas P to get a hole mod done.
Right.
And I put this ZT clip on this thing so that it carries deep. I mean, you see where the have you seen this knife before?
I've seen it on Instagram.
So the stock clip, I mean, look at where it is, and the bottom screw is here, and that's where the clip literally sits normally.
That's crazy.
So now it almost carries deep. Like you have enough room to just pull it out.
It's almost deep.
Yeah.
Lefty, I need a link. Thank you, Chuck, for the donation. Johnny T, I can't find black Timascus clips for less than 200. Yeah, when you start getting to certain types of Timascus, it can get crazy.
I don't have them yet, so I can't guarantee it's awesome, but they look really good, and I've heard great things. So, Chuck, you got to message me or something on Instagram, and I'll send you the link. But it's Johnny_T_Knives on Instagram.
There you go. Maybe one of the moderators can find it for us. I'd really appreciate it. Man, you can go on fucking Etsy and find some what look like good quality Timascus clips, but some of them are just like they look really good, but if you got them, they're straight garbage. Not saying all of them. I'm sure there's some really good ones too, but some of them, man, if you know your clips because you've looked at a lot of clips, you can tell like the colors look good, but damn it, the clip as a clip looks like shit.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm not into Timascus at all, but I thought these looked awesome. They're black, so like here, I saved pictures of them. This is the Satori. 2.0.
Okay, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, those do look cool.
And then this is the Evo.
Nice. That's
so
really nice.
I'm not normally into this, but like those look good. And then my Oz Roosevelt, the way he does the black Timascus and then just adds a little bit of the color that he has the hardware anode is just spot on.
Thanks,
awesome.
Fiend.
Thank you, Q Fiend.
And I know you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. The Roosevelts when you go on Oz Machine Company's Instagram, the Timascus that has like the grays, blacks, and then the blues. It's like that's I love that.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice. Like my Rosie it's gray and black, and then it has a little bit of the green that the rest of the hardware is colored. Like he nails it with that. They match so well.
Yeah, that's sharp. That's sharp. Yeah. But yeah, some of the Timascus, like I don't mind a pop of Timascus here and there. But like fully decked out Timascus knives, it's just there you go. There you go.
That's that rainbow Anna right there, baby. Knife modders can't even do this shit. No way.
I mean, that's on another level. That's like alien type shit. You ever tried? I've never tried. This is my first time trying a PMP knife. You ever tried PMPs?
I had one in recently, the Spartan, and it was a budget knife. It was terrible, but I've heard decent things about their like better knife, premium knives.
This one's pretty sweet.
That looks good. Is that the Revenge?
No, the big boy. The big boy.
Okay. Yeah, it looks cool, dude.
It's pretty good, and it's 14C, so I can't imagine it's too much, but it's pretty sweet. Oh wow!
Kind of reminds me of this guy.
Yeah, it does.
Is it thick too, like this one?
No, not really. No.
I thought his stuff was always really thick.
No, not as thick as that. Holy
Check out the backspacer, dude. Black micarta. How cool is that?
That is sweet.
It's really just different, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
I just sold this to Peter, though. Therapeutic Edge.
Did you?
Yeah.
Chuck it. Thanks, Lefty. Let us know how those turn out. Yeah, definitely.
I will, Chuck. For sure. I'll be doing a video when I get them. Trust me.
Yeah, what would suck, man, is you get it made. And I know you're just, going to be honest however it is. But, man, it kind of makes you feel bad when you do get something. You're like, damn it, man. This sucks.
Yeah. My worry would be that the clips don't carry well, like
that's what I mean.
Tension's off, or but that stuff can be adjusted. You'd think, right? Like you could bend it or something if you had.
Depending on the ramp. That's just like the biggest part. If the ramp's good, you can pretty much make it work. But if that ramp sucks, man,
that's true. And those are two knives that like I really like, so I wouldn't want them to be uncarryable. Lefty 10. I snagged at Lefty 10. I snagged a Bureau XL today off Urban EC Supply. Did you use my link, dude? Oh, that would have been a sick fucking 10% right there.
Hell yeah. Get them that money.
Yeah. They don't have a code. It sucks. You have to use a link.
I've had a ton of Johnny T's clips. They work great. There you go.
Hey.
He said he's had a ton of them. Awesome.
Yeah, I heard a lot of good things about the dude. That's why I wasn't too concerned. I was going to do one, and then I was like, fuck it. Let's just do both. You know what I mean?
Steve also says they only dropped 25 of them.
$300. 25 of, the Synapse XLs. Yeah, I almost was thinking about getting another one. I really like that knife. It's just a little too big for my taste to like carry long term.
Richard wants to know how you like that Nessie.
I like it a lot, Richard. It's just not like for me, so to speak. But it's a really good knife. It's just a little bit thick, and it's got a little weight to it. But that's because it's full tie. They did mill it out.
It's 3.5, right?
What?
It's 3.5 blade, right?
Yeah, 3.5. I mean, it's Riot. It drops shut. The flipper tab is a little bit weird to me. It's like a little, but it works actually really well. Detent's tune. The edge is great. What I said in the review was it kind of, for me, it would be like a great backup, like camping knife folder. But I don't camp, so I don't know why I said that. But like, it just seems like that to me, that it would be good for like hard use type outdoor shit. They have a micarta one that probably makes more sense for that. But yeah, it's cool.
We made it to 30K. We were actually well over 30K yesterday, and then they took about 50 subs from me. So I'm guessing after the giveaway, we probably had about 50 people unsubscribed. So that's one thing. And then YouTube usually comes in and cleans house every couple months. So.
Yeah, I don't know where I'm at. Yeah, I lost like 100.
Yeah.
I was right at 35 earlier. Now I'm at right under 3,400.
I think I need 2 subs to hit 30 now. I was at like 30, but fucking yeah. I knew that was gonna happen though after the thing, you know, people are gonna figure out. Plus, you know what else? You know, there was a bunch of multiple like where one guy has his girlfriend do it, his mom, you know, mother-in-law, and you know.
Yeah, it was an interesting sort of way that whole thing worked out. That field duty is silk. I tried the Lefty Cone or Taco. Yeah, McDonald's and Taco Bell are confirmed now. They don't work there. I tried Wendy's the other day. They took it at Wendy's, so you can definitely
try that. Definitely try that.
Have you seen this guy?
Oh man, dude, that thing. Yeah, I have that. I haven't tried it, but that just looks sexy as hell to me.
Now that's Timascus or whatever. This is Zerkmascus or whatever.
Like, it looks like almost like a black Timascus.
Yeah, it's Zerk. I don't know how you do it with Zerk, but it's the same thing with Zerk.
Yeah, I think that looks so beautiful.
Yeah, this is the
clip
sale
and
if
the knife.
If anybody's interested.
Fuck, shitloads of money.
12, 1,300, you know. I guess I'll say 12 since I said 12, 13. Why would you go up? But he's also looking at, this isn't mine, it's a friend's. He also wants a Rosie. So if you got a Rosie for trade. Anyway, I figured I'd plug this real quick. This thing's sexy though.
Knife Matter says Black Timascus is Zerkutai.
That's why it's so expensive.
3 people won obviously 3 people won. They have already contacted me. So
smart.
But I'm gonna try to possibly, not 100%, possibly. 2 of them said that they would do or unbox it live. One for sure said that. Asking another person, I gotta check his comment on it. I don't know if I even should. You know, I don't want them getting hurt. I mean, it's on them, but you know, I'll make sure they understand the risks. You know, like you possibly are gonna have people contacting you trying to buy it off you for half price and all kinds of shit. You know, so and then you know it comes with the territory. Have you guys handled a Mech Force knife? Looking at one, I don't even know what that is.
So Mech Force makes flashlights. That's what they're known for, like tactical flashlights.
Okay.
And they came out with this folding knife. I think it's called the M1. They're on DLT right now, and I think they might be on pre-order on MechForce's website. A buddy of mine, Steve, bought one, and he actually shipped it to me today to review. So I'll have one in the next couple of days, Archer, if you want to know more. To me, it's not my style, like aesthetically, and I don't know build quality wise. It couldn't have been made in America because it's $300. So
right.
Yeah, Breeze is 13 now, 14. It's hilarious.
So next thing. All right.
Yes, Cue Ball. I'm going.
I'm curious about this. So people in the chat might already know this, and maybe I've already heard you say it, but what do you do for a living?
I'm actually a woman. Oh, wait, what? Sorry.
Oh, well, I guess that explains it. That explains the Tontos.
I work in customer service, basically. Okay. I work for a fire protection company. I handle it's a lot of different.
Do you tell people you're a fireman though?
No, I don't tell people I'm a fireman.
You probably should. I'm just joking.
Yeah, it's nothing cool. Nothing. I'm hoping to be the proprietor of a knife brand in the next couple months.
That'd be awesome. Nice. But be proud of it. Fuck, be proud of what you do. Do you like it?
It's okay. It's a job.
That's
a
no. That was a big fucking no.
It's work, dude. Like
work's work, right?
I mean, I've always looked at it this way. There's 3 types of jobs. There's one, the job that you get paid a shit ton and you hate the fucking shit out of it. There's 2 where you love your job and you fucking get paid pennies, right?
Yeah.
And then there's 3 where you're the lucky son of a bitch that gets both.
Yeah.
And that one's rare, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's the dream.
Yeah.
That one's the dream. I would love to have that one. So
yeah.
I'm not saying I hate it. It's a good job. It's a great company. Like when the whole Joe Biden fucking, if you have over 100 employees, bullshit happened. Like my CEO sent out an email that said, like, fuck them. We're not, abiding to that shit.
Oh,
like,
man, good.
It's a good company and everything. It's just not like, it's not
I won't
what
even buy
want
Carhartt anymore now. I'm done with Carhartt because of that shit.
Because of what?
Fucking I guess they mandated all their workers.
Oh fuck.
Fucking Starbucks didn't even do it. Can you imagine that fucking Carhartt of all companies,
like
the blue collar workers, and you're gonna fucking mandate your work like that? To me is just asinine. But whatever. I mean, I don't have to buy their products.
It's fear. It's all fear.
It is fear, but the thing is though, is it went through the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court said that it was unconstitutional. It was not, so if they already deemed it and said it's against your constitutional rights, then that means these fucking places are doing it out of fear and violating your constitutional rights, basically, right? Yes, they have the right to do it, right? Because they're a company, but they're basically saying we have the right to impose something that the Supreme Court deemed as unconstitutional to you. That's fucked up to me.
I mean, my wife's company literally, they purged like 20 people who refused to get vaccinated. It's like, what the fuck is wrong?
I'd walk out happily.
Tell
them to get fucked. I wouldn't give a fuck.
Let's go, Brandon.
But I actually seen this was so funny. It was just like I think it was TikTok. No, it was YouTube. This guy, he's watching a commercial on his TV, and it's I forget what it was. I don't know, like a carpet commercial or something like that. And then it said like a thing went across the top of it, and man, I can't remember exactly what it said, but it said something like, if you voted for Joe Biden, then we like we don't want your business or something like that. And it was like, but it's funny because it's their commercial. It's like, holy shit, these guys went cold on it.
So I've never actually met anybody that has voted for Joe Biden. Like, it's so weird. The people I like, they either were on that side, but they didn't go vote.
Right.
Or they're not. Which like, I've never literally met anybody who's like, yep, I voted for him. I've literally never. I mean, I'm sure there are people out there, but
obviously there's some. I know
me
a
more
few.
suspicious of the whole, mail-in vote thing.
Yeah, for sure. I know a few, but
my roommate did.
And what makes me sick is that instead of looking
at your
at
wife?
the person, the policies, and everything, they look at the team that they're on, and that's so deceptive, right? It's like just because they say who they are, like that's why I respect somebody who is on that side and looks at the person they're nominating for and decides whether, not just because they say they're on their team. Like, you don't know this fucking guy. Like, look at his track record. Look at what he says he wants to do. Look what he says he wants to do before and never has done. All right. Look at those things and then decide. Don't say, oh, well, I'm that part of the team, so I got to vote for that guy. That's so fucking stupid to me.
Look at him fall asleep in the
It doesn't matter what side you're on. Like, that to me, like, is.
Well, that's the whole thing, dude. That's the problem with our political system right now.
I know.
It's just, it's either you're a Democrat or a Republican, and you vote that way because that's what you are. And it's like,
we got to stop that.
Half the time, people just are what they are because that's what their parents were.
Yep.
It's like, you're not,
and sometimes don't even know why. They don't even know why. I couldn't tell you how many people you could ask why they are, and they can't give you any good reason, but that their parents were, or that's how they were,
or why
raised.
They even voted for this person. Yeah,
right.
It's all.
But it's crazy. That's why it's like, man, we gotta get away from this side to side stuff and just realize, man, we're all Americans and we're all fighting for the same freedoms. Like that's it.
Because at this point, yeah, exactly. We need to
especially at this.
We need to just be Team America at this point.
Team America, yeah. Team.
We're no longer the big dog that like just pisses on everybody. Like now we gotta actually fucking.
I know you've seen it.
Pay attention.
But I'm gonna pull it up really quick. I know, like I said, I know you've already seen it, but we got to look at it again because I fucking want this thing so bad. And don't name it because I'm sure you already probably know what I'm gonna talk about.
I have no idea, but
okay, good. It's best that way.
Is it a knife though? Because that
is a knife. It is a knife.
Neves and Lefty for president. That would be fun.
Well, now I wouldn't be able to do that shit. I would not be the guy for the job for sure.
Is this stream sponsored by Fox? What the fuck?
I would say don't trust any news.
Lefty would make a good VP. Yeah, man, I'll take the blame for
there's
everything.
Some good news sources, but I wouldn't say no mainstream media is good source. But there's some good media sources. Just
but there's so many
good news sources.
But then the
Pool,
not mainstream shit is also sort of off. I don't know. It's all fuck. I just try not to pay attention to any of it. That's my plan.
Damn, I gotta find this thing.
But yeah, we don't need to talk politics.
Yeah,
seems logical. Said I would be. Seems logical. That's the exact type of person I would not vote for. Is the guy who says I would be a good vice president.
Yeah.
And sadly, that is what we're dealing with all the time. It's all just fucking megalomaniacs. And I'm just messing with you, but I would just blame it all on Canada.
Yeah, that's it. That's what we gotta do. Just blame it on them. I mean,
Canada's fine, man.
Canada's going to shit right now. You know, at the border right now, the truckers got it shut down for the mandates.
Maurice says I love pussy.
He does, though. So, well, first of all, I'll show us this, but this wasn't what I wanted to show us. But we'll fucking look at this really quick, and then I'll find the other thing. I'll find the other thing. But no, what I was going to pull up was and I'll find it, and we're going to be checking it out, but is the Wee Malice button lock.
Oh, thank God, because that thing is fucking ugly as hell.
Well, first we'll look at this since this is so beautiful. The brand new press check coming. I'm definitely getting one of these. I'm probably going to get that recurve Tonto just because it's so unique.
Are you joking right now? Or are you
no,
serious?
I'm not. I love the drop point version probably better, to be honest, but I have a lot of blade shapes just like that. I don't have a lot that are like the recurved and I just thought it would be cool.
This will go along with it.
I think it looks awesome. I love the way.
Do they have a Joker version?
I think It's weird that they only have the blue and black here because they originally had the red and blue.
Yeah, I remember that. The one that I kind of was interested in was the Arsenal. The other one that I think they're both the Leishowitz designs. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
That one I actually have on the way from a pass around. I was interested in that one because it has like a hole to flick and it might work lefty. That thing is just ugly as sin. But yes, the button lock Malice, my biggest concern is that detent. I just don't see how Wii is going to hit that. It's got to be so hard on a knife with the blade that heavy. They couldn't even do it on the production one.
I can understand your worries, and they're the same as mine. But because it seemed like they, with their button locks, like I've got the 2 of them right now, and they knocked the detent out of the park. I think, this whole year, if you notice, these button locks kind of came out a little late. I think it was because they were working really hard to tune the detent the best possible way. That's what happened
with the Elementum button lock. You know that, right?
They wanted to make the button
lock, and
they couldn't pull it off.
They couldn't get it to work, so they ended up doing the locking bullshit, and they fucking just were like, people are gonna buy it anyway. It's an Elementum.
You're probably right.
Yeah, and then they went back to the drawing board until they figured out the cogent.
Man, I cannot.
That's my story, and I'm sticking
find
with
it.
Story.
Wonder if I'm trying to think of where I found it earlier, man.
What, the Malice?
Yeah, the Malice button lock.
I saw it on Instagram.
I did too, but I'm trying to think of what page. I thought it was on Wii's page.
It would have been on like.
I think it'd be on fucking shit.
Somebody who was at Blade Show, obviously.
Yeah, it was in somebody's hands because they had that other one. What was that other knife that was in their hands? I can't think of the name of it. Oh man, they already got a knife by him. It starts with an S, I think. The designer. Wii? Yeah, well, no, the guy. Damn it, he does CNC customs in the U.S. Badass customs. The hell is it called? Like he does like the best machine CNC machine work, like really innovative locking systems and stuff.
Oh, Hawk?
No. He did a Wii knife.
Snacks.
Yeah, Snacks. Yeah.
He's
so
in
that
the US
knife,
though, he's in like Europe somewhere.
Oh, is it Europe? Well, anyway, so sorry, that was misinformation. I thought he was in the US, but anyways, the point is that he has a new knife with a Wii coming that looks pretty sweet too. I don't know.
Yeah, Backpack Beat got it. What up, Brett?
I gotta find this damn thing.
Yo,
piss me off.
Everybody go check out Backpack B's latest video where we went collection diving. Checked out Corey's collection. That was fun as hell. I met up with those 2 dudes on Sunday and we went through Corey's collection. I'm trying, man. I'm looking. Ferrum Forge, would they have posted it?
I wonder if it's on SHOT Show's thing, because SHOT Show might have been the one that posted it. Probably not, though. I don't see it.
Frank said Blade HQ. Yeah, I looked up EDC Dallas. I did not look up Blade HQ.
All right, I'm on Blade HQ. Well, it was somebody. Because it was in somebody's hand, so somebody had bought them.
Got it. I got it.
You got it?
It's on Blade HQ's Instagram. It's one of the pictures on their Civivi or Wii post. You have to slide over a couple of pictures. You can see the press check, and then
what's the first?
The first picture is Kurt standing there holding a knife with a Civivi Wii thing in the background.
Man, they shouldn't have put that picture first. Idiots.
Yeah.
All right,
let's talk knives.
Yeah. All right, back to the knives.
That's a dumb slogan. I love you, Kurt.
Here's the press check. That Fuller looks nice and sharp. Like it's gonna be able to be flipped real good.
It's not funny.
It's gonna, man. I think it looks like it's gonna flick real nice. Like, you know what else too? I'm surprised you don't like it, because this knife looks like it would be sweet for a lefty.
Why?
Because it has the the scales over the top of the lock bar, and it's got a fuller that goes all the way down the blade, so you can flick it from any position. And
I think that's what I thought about the Arsenal. That's why I liked that one. It just looked a little nicer to me.
Well, right there is the button lock Malice coming, which I'm wondering if it's the exact same size and everything. If it's just the same thing with a button lock, that's what I'm guessing.
I would think so. I'm really interested to see if they pull it off. It's titanium too, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that thing's gonna be.
They're gonna pull it off.
If they nailed it, it's gonna be the most popular knife like ever, and it's gonna be lefty friendly, motherfucker.
Yep. That's ugly. That's ugly. Shit
yeah, that's even uglier. That doesn't even look like a. I love how
this is that knife, the Snex knife right here. This looks sweet. I don't like the holes, but
it looks like it has that Sandrin sort of shark lock thing going on.
He's been trying to pull that off for a while. I was watching on Snex's Instagram like 6 months ago or something with him trying to pull this off.
Yeah, I think he's been working with Wii for a while.
Maybe we should go check his shit out really quick.
Yeah. Click on his @ right there.
Yeah.
Bees, what up, Bees Blades? I'm carrying a knife.
Bees is in the house. Shout out to Bees Blades. Go and check his channel out. I see Cue Ball finally made it. He's late to the party as usual, but I knew he was going to be late, so he's off the hook on this one.
I got
he called in late. So here it is right here. I'm guessing we're going to have a video of it working. Oh, don't flicking that.
Have you tried this thing?
What is it?
The More Leah?
No, I haven't. The giant one?
It's not giant. I mean,
the big one? Here, let me look at it.
It's a good fucking size. I really like it. It's like a budget Evo almost.
What blade length is that? I'll pull this back up, guys. Give me 1 second. I just want to see this knife.
Probably 3 1/4. Yeah, I'd probably say 3 1/4. That's the wear.
No, it looks pretty sweet.
Here's the LEXK. Yeah, 3 1/4, I'd say.
Nice. How does it work? Works pretty good.
Yeah, it's really interesting. It's just different. The ergos and everything, but once you get used to it, it's really comfortable. It's like
that detent as good as the mini? Because the mini had a good little detent.
This impressed the shit out of me. I mean, listen to this thing. Like it fires out of it.
It's like the little one then. That little one, man, it's so small. Like when I got it in my hand, I heard other people talking about it, but then when I got it in my hand, I was like, holy cow. Like this thing has a snappy little detent.
Yeah, this thing's freaking incredible for I forget what it was, $60 or something.
Where'd you get it from?
G10, White Mountain Knives, motherfucker. Use code Lefty10.
There you go. I did that just so you get shouted out.
Yeah.
All right. So I hate when people when you want to see action on a knife, like say if it's a button lock or something or an axis lock, and then you go in there and instead of them flipping the flipping action or flip, whatever, they use the button lock and just smack it around.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
No, what bugs me
nothing over here.
What bugs me is this shit. When somebody closes a knife like this, where they just go, ugh. And I'm like, does it drop shut? Does it shake? Like, because you're just going,
and they just slam it down. They show you that it definitely, it's dropped shut. Look.
Yeah, it's dropped shut, guys. It's like
you can drop it shut within a foot.
Is it though? I don't know.
Yeah, no, you like to see it stop right there and then get their hand out of the way.
And it's like it has good detent. It's like, does it?
I always notice that on Nick Shabazz he loves doing the wrist flick, and I know he has small hands. I'm not giving him shit for anything, but he never rarely ever see him just flip it. It always seems like he always has to give it a little pop of the wrist.
Yeah, like I'm all about the until the break detent test.
Yeah,
which this thing fucking fails epically.
Well, you're not doing it right though. First of all. You're not doing
What do you mean I'm not doing it right?
You're not doing it right.
You got to give it a little wrist. That's what I learned. You got to just whip it out.
Oh, man, I got him.
What I don't like about it is that I'm putting pressure on the lock when I'm flicking it. Like you have
giving
to
it some
lighten
stronger
up your grip.
detent. You got to have man hands.
No. What are you talking about? I'm adding detent by squeezing this thing.
Yeah.
So you have to lighten up
detent.
your
You like
grip.
strong detents, I thought.
You have to lighten your grip to fucking flick it, which is dumb. But wait for the review, man. It grew on me a little bit. It grew on me a little bit.
I hope so. Because
I was flicking it one day back and forth. I would never carry one or buy one, but like,
I mean, 30 people told me they were unsubscribing right away after they seen your video. But
from your channel because you own this thing.
But no, you when you drop it, like it doesn't just drop. You got to give it just like a little flick of the wrist, you know.
Yeah, that's what I learned.
But no, it's definitely unique. It's not like anything else. Now, like the Buck Marksman, which has kind of the same thing. The one big difference is it's on bearings. So that thing just flies shut. Have you ever tried the Buck Marksman? You did, didn't you?
Yeah, OCG
that one
for
just
EDC
drops.
in it. But like, this is just so much better, dude. Like, by the way, did you see this yet? My doped out.
Oh yeah.
20.5. It's a $500 fucking 20.5 now.
Right.
And I'm gonna get another one made because I have a shark's foot with toxic scales, fat carbon.
Wow.
And I'm gonna get that one all blacked out. And I got lynch clips. I'm gonna get those blacked out. Bang.
See, I'd rather put that money into something else. It's not that, as I love the 80-20. I would rather put that type of money in just 80-20 and then send it to go get modded, put an extra $100 into it and get like an 80-20 modded out, rather than a 20.5. But
well, if I could get a 20 compact, which is impossible,
right?
I would. This size of the 80-20 is just my sweet spot.
Right.
And for me personally, it's okay to not have the world's greatest steel. Like, even though it bothers me that this steel sucks and it's soft, it's not the end of the world if I have to get it sharpened every couple months by somebody because I don't carry each knife constantly. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I think the new batch, which my shark's foot is from the new batch.
I'll remember that next time I see a $350 knife in N690.
Fucking 690.
But no, I get it. I understand. And somebody, or who was it? Somebody tested one and they said it did really good. So, but they also said they tested 2 others that didn't. So I'm not sure, but I'm sort of convinced that they figured it out, that there was some issues with the first couple batches, and they did something. They might have tuned up the heat treat a little bit better on the newer ones. So I don't know though.
Don, this is a bedroom, bro. I don't need it. I've never even used that TV.
It's his studio, man. Leave him alone.
Yeah. It's a bedroom studio fucking office, bitch.
Right.
I'm just kidding. Downstairs, dude, I'm going to sling my dick around, right? Downstairs, I got the 65-inch. All right, bro? That's not even big anymore,
Sinister, yes.
70s now.
A modded 80-20. Deep hollow grind.
Dude.
Right? What's up?
A crine regrind. That's what you want on that mother.
A what?
A Tom Crine regrind. You don't know who that is?
You're talking about like Tom
Crine. He's a legend.
I can't even.
He makes fixed blade and he does regrinds. I had an 80-20 with the Crine hollow grind. It's basically makes it a custom, like full custom hollow grind from Demco.
I was thinking like a BGM because he does some sick hollow grinds.
Same thing.
Put in a nice little choil on there. Maybe not though. I don't know about that part, but probably though. A nice little choil. Nice deep hollow grind. And yeah, I think that thing would be sick because that is the biggest problem with, and even the scales with the 80-20, like as a regular EDC knife, it's a bit beefy, but I can handle it if I have to keep resharpening that, right? After 5, 6, 7 sharpenings of the 80-20, I think it's going to be 60 thousandths behind the edge. It's going to be stupid thick.
It's just a little too big and bulky for me that night.
I love it though. I love it.
The problem for me with it is the shark lock on it. So it's this size, guys, but it's this knife essentially, right? And what happens is because of the size, unless you have like XL hand or 2XL hand. Like I have a large glove size hand, but even that on the normal 20 is just a little too small because when you go to flick it, you basically have to wrist it to do like a reverse flick or anything, because otherwise it comes out. And the way this lock works, if you don't flick it all the way, that some bitch is going to come back down. And I got my finger caught in there more than once. And I was like,
I
wanted this size. And this is perfect.
I did too. Maybe I need to try one with some new scales. So, because I have not tried one. Oh no, I did try one. Maybe I don't remember now, but I was so excited about the 20.5s. So excited. But then the FRN fucking that turned me off. And then the steel was the second thing.
Fucking logo on it. Yeah.
The two things just was like motherfucker. Like, but I love the knife. If it was titanium or like you have like where you plugged it, hooked it all up with fat carbon and shit, that's awesome. But just the way it is, like, man, I can't get over it. I don't like
my theory is
I love the regular 20 though.
Once it comes out in better steel, I'll just buy one and blade swap and then sell the leftovers. Like I'll be able to get the 80 20.5 I want, and when they do titanium scales, I'll probably get another one for that. I don't know. Like it's weird. Like I don't love the detent because it's not a detent, but like I still just absolutely adore this knife. It's just so fun.
Yeah.
And yet super useful, comfortable. If it just had better steel, like even I have noticed the shitty steel. And if that's the case, there's a fucking problem. You know what I mean?
Well, that's not a bad idea to do a regrind on that either.
I didn't even know they
might as well put some more money into it. I mean, you're already where you at.
Was it a full 80/20, like full size, or was it a smaller one?
I got one in crew wear here right now, but a full size.
Yeah, you have one with the black scales.
Well,
right?
I get that's in 20 CV, and then I got another one that's here from somebody that sent one.
Oh no, guys, the first experience I've had with MagnaCut is I got this in yesterday from Tactile.
Yeah, I got one of those too.
They sent me. It's called the Bear, by the way. That is correct. It's
no, not one of those. I got the other one. Sorry.
It's the name of a county, Bear County, and it's spelled with an X. So it is correct to say Bear. You have the Rockwall. I had that one too. But that one I bought and reviewed. This one they sent me after I reviewed that. And I didn't even give it like a glowing review. So I thought that was kind of cool that they still were willing to send me something. But this is MagnaCut. Did yours come with a really rough edge? Like, how was your edge when you got it?
Good.
It was good?
Yeah.
So Cole, Tri-State got one just like the same one you have.
Yeah.
Is yours MagnaCut?
Yes.
Okay. And he said he had the same thing I did. Out of the box, it was so like rough. Like it's hard. It was sticky, but it was like rough. It's hard to explain. And it would kind of tear through paper, but it would sort of cut it. Anyway, so I tried stropping it, and that didn't work, and it might have made it worse. And Cole said, just hit it on a ceramic stone like 3 times on each side.
Mine's good.
And it was like perfect. So I ended up doing it a lot more than 3 times, but now it's like a lot better. But it's still not great. Like, it's still good. Like,
I've been using this one a little bit, and it's still really good.
Yeah.
But
I need to get this sharpened. I think it didn't come off the
sharpen this one.
The guy thought that what the guy said was they belt sharpen it.
Yeah.
But then it gets buffed or something. And he said he thought maybe mine didn't get buffed. Like maybe that's what happened.
Probably.
But
because
this slip joint is awesome. Like it's really good.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm not a slip joint guy, but this is probably my favorite slip joint ever. It's thin, super light, and it's titanium, so it's still kind of bougie. It's got good walk and talk.
How's that pull?
Look how thin that is. I mean, it's stupid thin. The
that
pull is
really
good,
thin.
man. It's got a good.
Shit.
It's not super like light. It's a good pull. I really like it. I'm digging this thing. I'm having a slip made by Lancelot Leather. For now, I'm using my Richard Rogers.
They don't offer a clip on there?
No, it's a slip joint. Comes with this little
right, well,
lanyard.
some do, you know.
No, I know. I'm just saying they're being more traditional.
Yeah.
But I put this in here. and dunked it in the back pocket, just disappeared. I mean,
right.
It's freaking great.
I'm first testing Magna Cut. I'm still
I'm
testing
loving
it on the little tactile knife at the same time, but I don't want to like mistaken anything. So I've been doing testing on this first, and then I'm gonna switch to this. And yeah. So
What's the first one? What knife is that?
It's a mule.
Oh, Spyderco. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a mule. And I figure they're
Who made the scales? Or
I guess they're bought. It's sent in, so it's from Ian. I think they sell them when you buy a mule. You can buy scales to put on them. But
did you get,
you know, I'm trying to just test it for how it is and see what I think, you know, because I don't want to take everybody's impressions of it. I just want to like test it and just like say exactly what my experience was.
But same here, but I just don't think I use knives enough to be a good resource for how a steel is. That's what I was saying about the 20.5. The fact that I noticed how bad it was,
that says
is like a testament. Yeah. Because like most of my knives could be like 14 or 8 CR, and like I honestly, it would take me a while to figure it out. Like I get them, I review them basically. I have them for a couple of weeks, and then somebody puts an edge on it for me. So there goes that. And then, you know, and then it's on to the next knife, really. Like there's just some knives that I use enough to like really, you know the steel pretty well, like the Evo and stuff. Like I know that has good M390 on it.
Right.
But like
Ian says these scales are from TRM.
There you go.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, I with the 80/20.5, man, is like when the first when I first got it, like I chalked it up like this has just got to be burnt. Like there's no fucking excuse. Like it was so bad, like it didn't make sense. Like, and then I sharpened it and I could tell on the stone. I tried removing a little bit extra steel, and you know, I've been through a few of them, and there was one that was just semi okay. Like it was okay. Stasa, I think, was the one he said he had 2 or something that were not good, and then he's had 1 so far that was pretty decent. So I think possibly they figured it out and probably have like worked on it a little bit. Can you summer corrosion test the Magna Cut?
I will. Don't worry, man.
I heard that Spyderco was talking about using it for their salt series.
They are actually. I heard that was happening. So I don't know, but that's crazy to me that like you're gonna do that. Why wouldn't you? It's because it's American, I guess. But I'm like, why not use Van X, man? Come on.
You think? Well, you know they're trying to go as
not. It's not as corrosion resistant as LC200N, right? It's
no.
So I don't understand why. Is it gonna survive in salt water and all that?
I wouldn't think so, to be honest. I wouldn't think so. I would think that well, LC200N would be better, but this would obviously have better edge retention and better toughness. Right. But Van X would be just the way to go. But it's just probably the amount they probably can't source enough of it, and then they'd have to raise the price.
Let me show you a couple of weird ass knives I got in today from Urban EDC. Have you seen this fucking thing?
No.
This is called
a bottle opener.
Yeah, it has a bottle opener on top. It's called the Nat.
You thought the Migaron had a big front flipper.
Yeah, right. It's called the Nat S XL. It's a Coke Tools design. It's a double detent with what is actually a really good hollow grind on there.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how well you can see it.
I can see it. Yeah,
it's good. But it's kind of like.
Oh, JJ says it's equally as rust resistant as LC200N. I thought it was equivalent to M390. That's what I thought. I thought it was the same as like 20 CV M390, which is really good though. And 20 CV and M390 is really good.
I thought it was like an 8 out of 10 on corrosion resistant, which is obviously really good.
Really good, yeah.
But it's not like a 10 out of 10 like Van X or LC, but it might be. I don't know. Yeah, the new drift looks amazing. The black knurled one, looks so good.
Gambit says Quiet Carry has 2 drifts going up for purchase right now. So if anybody wants to get on those drifts, The drift is really nice. I got one here for review right now.
Yeah, that's what I just said. They have a black knurled one now. It looks fucking sweet. The handle's PVD coated and knurled.
I like that knurled. I like the way it feels in hand.
It's really good, dude. I have a
like
G10 one because it's a liner lock, so it just makes more sense. And a reversible clip. It's fucking action's incredible on this thing.
I wish it was a little. I wish it was on bearing. I don't know why they won't do a fucking knife on bearings though.
I've asked. I don't know. I think it's because they're all about, you know, being able to clean your knife out and all that shit.
What's wrong with bearings?
I don't know, dude. I'm just saying. Anyway, that's the Nat XL, and then I have this fucking thing. Oh my god. This is from James Brand.
What the fuck is that thing, man?
It's called the Redstone.
Oh, they have one that's all weird colored too, right?
Yeah, they have different colors. And
they have one like it's like really weird though, like that's like
here's
pink
the thing.
And
this
white
is
or
plastic. Okay, this is steel back here, and these axis lock bars are plastic. This is plastic. Okay, so first off, here's the thing on Urban EC Supply, where they sent me this to check out. So like, you know, whatever. But if you go to their website, they call it a proprietary lock system.
Yeah, I bet. An axis lock. That's a proprietary lock system.
And then I said in my unboxing, I was like, this is a $30 knife, right? But it's James Brand. So I'm like, man, they'll probably charge you like $60. And if it's anything more than $60, it's a total money grab, right?
All right.
So after the video, I go to, I mean, it's fucking plastic and steel and 12C or 1227.
Right.
It's $89.
Wow.
It's bananas that anybody would pay $89 for this when I bought this for 62 or something. It was like 55 with the code or whatever.
What steel is on that again?
On this?
Yeah.
AR RPM 9, which I really like, by the way. Have you tested that yet?
Oh yeah. Yeah, the first stuff yes, I do like it now. The first stuff I had, I did not. The first stuff I had, something was up with it. But since then,
I heard that from a couple of people, yeah.
Yeah, but since then, they've figured it out.
I bet that was heat treat.
Tried it.
They were dialing in. Probably.
Yeah, they're probably just having some sort of issues with it at first.
I think it's the best budget steel because the price.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
For being stainless and what you get, I just think it's like way better than most of it. What would you say? 14?
14C and 154 CM.
Ah, man. But
I'm not even a big fan of 154 CM, to be honest. I just
154 is not as budget though. That like
it's not, but it's still in the range of a mid-grade budget steel. 14C is my favorite, hands down. No matter what, that's my favorite. 154.
You can get a $30 knife with this stuff. Like that's the thing. 14C, I feel like you're still in that $50 plus range. I don't know, and that's a great steel. I like Nitro V and AR.
Nitro V is really good too. Those
are my favorites. The other thing about 14C is it scratches real easy if you get a satin.
Well, if you get a very fine satin,
like Tucson.
But that's such a fine satin. That's why I just like them to do stone washes on it. But yeah, that is a thing for sure. 154 CM, I like it. I just don't. It has good edge retention. It takes a nasty sharp edge, but when it comes to a very fine edge, you can get a really fine edge on it, but it gets slick, and that's
which one is this?
154 CM.
Okay.
And now CPM 154. You don't even want to put a fine edge on that. Like after like 600 grit, it starts getting glassy and like slick. It has no bite. So going up to like 1200 grit, it's just dull.
That's a steel I don't have a ton of experience with.
I don't like it.
Unless they were like customs, in which case it's kind of like you don't use it as much as.
As long as you put a really coarse grit on there, you're fine. 154 CM likes a coarse grit too, and if you put a fine edge on it, it gets slick.
I think I'm getting a knife. I'm getting a brown Cortex, I think, and that has 154 on it.
But CPM or CPM, yeah. It's just
I
you just
think
got to put a
so.
coarse edge on it. That's the only thing. It just needs a coarse edge. I've
But yeah,
sharpened a
this thing
ton of
is
it, and it's
just
that's
dumb.
the way
And
it
I'll
is.
tell you, this thing costs $13 maybe to make, maybe, and they're charging 89.
I know you've seen this,
dude. Yeah, I have seen it, and I'm excited. I'm worried about the lock bar there as a lefty, but I think overall this knife is going to be phenomenal. So
different OEM.
I know.
I know you know. I'm really excited about this one.
I know who it is too, and yeah.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
No, it's a good thing.
Okay,
for sure.
Okay.
It's gonna be.
I don't know that part, but
yeah,
I do know.
It's one of those like it's gonna be a really good thing, and the price is not gonna be affected by it, which is the best part of that.
I love it. I think this is gonna be his best model yet.
No, guys, it's not. It's probably not gonna be $100. Like normally his stuff is under 100. This is gonna probably be 150 would be my guess, but
right.
We'll see.
You know, to be honest, at this point, I wouldn't hate on him for raising his prices a little bit. He's
not for a premium model if he had to.
Well, you have to do what you have to do, right? That's just the way shit rolls downhill. But even just saying that, you know, he's been killing it for under $100. You can't imagine, right? I mean, and really think about this. You can't imagine he's making much, man.
No, I've talked to him about it.
I know.
The reason he can sell for that price is because most people know this, but he literally has the OEM make the parts. And then they ship him the parts. They don't do the assembly, and that's why he saves money. Because what people don't know is that assembling the knife and all that shit is what that has a big cost because they have to dial in all that shit, the action, and all of it.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, and this is where I'm going with it, is that you know, after knowing all that, knowing what the work he's putting in, I still think about he's not making much. You know what I mean? Considering that, like he's giving it to us for a really good deal. So, like I said, you know, him coming up with some premium models, man. I think you know he deserves to raise his prices a few bucks.
I mean, he's gonna have to. Yeah, he's gonna have to survive. Like you know,
for sure. I mean, think about it. Fuck, man, he was giving us S35 in titanium for what, $90, $85?
No, dude, M390 in titanium for $95.
Yeah, that too. That's
that
crazy.
Nomad, he's dropping those this week, I think, or next week. That thing is gonna be, dude, it's gonna be the best bang for buck out there. I have one. It's fucking amazing. But yeah, I can't wait for that whole Spiro. I can't wait to check that out too. Those are the prototypes. I saw a comment from JJ. He said, where did that go? I like CTS XHP. I wish it was used more.
Me too.
The reason it's not is because it's really hard to get. Yeah. I don't know what it is with Carpenter. Maybe they're a smaller company or something. Somebody else might know better. But, like, that's why Cold Steel switched, because, like, they couldn't get it. It's not because it's not good.
They couldn't get enough of it.
Tactile does the same thing. They have XHP on some models, but they had to start using 20CV because they couldn't source the XHP. So, like, people want to use it. It's just kind of hard to get.
Yeah. Custom knife makers will use it because they don't have to buy a shit ton of it.
Right.
If you're doing production knives where you need a steady resource, XHP is kind of like Van X. You know, Van X the same way.
I want Van X, man. It's just so hard to get, and I've heard it's double the cost of M390.
And that's another thing. Yeah, the price. Fuck, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm hoping to use it on something, but I don't know if it's gonna work out.
It's good marketing wise. He got his name out there now. He can sell more premium stuff for sure. For sure.
That's not even why he did it, though, guys. He did it because he thought of it like himself, and he's never spent more than $100 on a pocket knife, and he didn't want to charge more than that because that's like his philosophy on pocket knives is I just can't spend more than $100. It doesn't make logical sense to him to do that. So that's why he kept it under 100. But like at this point now, he's a knife company.
Most people don't spend over $100. No. Most people spend under $100. Most people are usually pretty comfortable as long as it's $100 or less.
Right.
You know, especially, you know, with They're pocket knife. It's a knife, right?
Right.
But using a new OEM, that's going to be charging them probably a little bit more, a little bit,
Well,
that's
because you're getting different level of quality, and you're getting the knife put together at this point. So,
it's going to come pre-assembled.
I assume. I guess I'd have to talk to him about that, but I would assume this OEM is going to require that. Like some OEMs, I think would require that to make sure they're giving you the best product they can. Right? I mean, if they let you assemble it, I feel like I don't know. That's a good question. I'll have to ask.
He told me that they should be out. What did he say to me? In the end of May. The end of May, he's thinking that those should be available. So
awesome. That's good.
Yeah, no, that'd be really awesome.
Yeah, I can't wait to check one out.
Now he'll have prototypes and everything, but I'm saying for the public, it'll be available. Not saying that's why he sold them so cheap, just saying I think it'll work out in his favor, which is great. Right. I agree too. Yeah, definitely.
But it's also sort of a thing in his head where like he wants to keep it under 100. He's done everything he can. Like the margins on those M390 titanium Nomads, like they're not very big. And he honestly should be charging like 115 or something for those Nomads, but he has always said he'll keep it under 100, so that's what he's doing. He's like trying to be a man of his word, which is great, but he's gonna have to break it.
Well,
with this knife, I think.
Inflation, dude. Fuck. Will says I still technically haven't bought a knife yet this year since the one I bought had to be returned over bad QC and the replacement was returned for the same reason as well. What
was the knife, Will?
Fuck, man. Why'd you leave the most important thing out of that?
Was it the mermaid?
Was it a Gerber?
Dude, I can't even recall how many knives I bought this year already. Like, it's sad, man. It's just, it's a sickness.
Only people who spend under $100 are the knife collectors with slippery fingers and forget minds. My goal, though, is something special at Blade Show. Yeah. Yeah, you're going to be at Blade Show Atlanta, right?
Yeah, we plan on getting a table for our.
Oh yeah. You guys are big time. I forget. You guys are.
Well, we're probably not going to have anything to sell, but hopefully we'll have prototypes or something.
You guys will just be sitting there showing your dicks. What?
Yeah, we thought we would, but
you guys are gonna have some sketching boards and stuff.
Yeah.
We expect it to look like this. Give us your money.
All right.
But no, we're Cue Ball and us. We're getting I'm pretty sure I can talk about it because I'm pretty sure it's set in stone now. Yeah, we're gonna get an Airbnb. Well, not a house.
I know what you mean.
Rent a house and have a bunch of us there. Winds up being cheaper because the hotel at Atlanta, for the Blade Show, like there's probably tons of other hotels, but when I looked into
probably no rooms there anymore.
Well, there is some, but they're $650 or something for the 4 or 5 days. So. From the 2nd to the 6th or something.
Wait, a night or
no, for the whole time, but still
that's not bad.
But for what we're doing here, it's a lot less.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we stayed at Embassy Suites last year, and I went with Kyle DTOM, and his mom had like points or some shit, so we didn't even pay. This year, my partner with Devo Knives, he lives in Atlanta, so like I'm just gonna stay at his house.
That's what's up. Shit, got the crib.
Otherwise, I'd be getting in on one of those houses or Airbnbs.
We got a lot of people are doing it, man. It's a nice, really nice house,
and it'll be fun, man.
It'll be really so much fun. Yeah, we're gonna be able to party and hang out, and there's plenty of beds, plenty of rooms, plenty of everything. So we're gonna have a good time for sure.
Sell Lefty ballsack keychains. I should do that. That'd be hilarious.
My Jeep quit on me. Gotta be careful.
Sorry, Maurice.
Oh man, that sucks, man. Hopefully you get that shit fixed up. I do not. I've never tried the Paragon Warlock. It's not really my style. I'm not.
I hate that knife.
Me
Just
too.
say it.
Me
you
too. To be honest, I don't like it. I fucking hate
it. Did you see? Did you see Will's? He said what the knife was.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me find it.
It's near the end.
Kevin and I have never returned. Oh,
go up.
I've never returned a Boker Mermaid. What are you, out of your mind? Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
CJRB Scoria. First with Lock Rock after 2 days, and second went from 50% lock up to 80% in 2 days, and it was definitely going to move. Oh man, that sucks. I got 2 of them. Both of them are perfect. Well, no, one I did have to tune up, but I like it as just a basic EDC work knife. It's a good knife, but yeah, you're having issues. Fuck.
This knife reminds me of the Scoria a little bit in the sense that when you see it, you expect it to be a little bit like contoured a little bit and maybe feel your hand more. And then when you get it, it's really like thin and flat.
Slim.
And that's how the Scoria was. And it kind of threw me off. And then I did the disassembly and I hated it. Just hated that I had to take it apart to reverse the clip. And like, it was a nightmare. I don't know.
Yeah. I can see why. But
it's an interesting knife. I just think they should have just called it an artisan or something. They were kind of in between on that one.
They were definitely in between, especially for the price. I like it though. I do. I have 2 of them. I liked it. I thought it was a solid knife. But yeah, it's extra slim though. You put it in your hand. That's the one thing that no matter what, if you buy it, that's the first thing that you're gonna recognize. You're gonna put it in hand and you're like, damn, this thing is slim.
Right. That's what happened too. Yeah.
It's not a palm filler at all. It is definitely thin and but you know, that's sometimes a good thing. Dominic says I put my name on Asher Knives Nomad M390 in titanium for $95. Hope I can get one.
Put my name. Oh, you mean like alerts or something?
Yeah.
Great.
I have a Nomad on the way. My first from Asher Knives. Nice. Good for you, Ken. Don't know what took me so long, but I'm so excited. That's awesome.
Yeah, he dropped the 3.0 Nomad Axis lock with M390 the other day. Pretty cool.
Hit me up on Instagram.
Lewis.
We'll see what we can do. Lefty, you can come over and help celebrate my birthday. Talking about the house.
Okay. Awesome, Cubo. Yeah.
Because it's going to be his birthday during Blade Show. So we're going to be tearing it up.
I'll be happy to.
Strippers.
Yeah.
You know, everything.
Yep. Did they say what quarter?
Do you have to show proof of vaccination at Blade Show? Fuck no, man. I wouldn't even go.
I don't know if you do.
No, you don't. Not at Atlanta. In whatchamacallit you did.
California.
In California you did. Supposedly they weren't doing it, but I wouldn't go just because they try to say it. I wouldn't go. But Atlanta, though, I looked at it. They didn't say nothing about it for Atlanta.
Who was it that I kept seeing? One of the retailers I kept seeing they were going to be at Blade Show, Smoky Mountain. And then all of a sudden, the day before they were going to like fly out or whatever, they posted that they weren't going.
For California?
No, to SHOT Show. Sorry.
Oh, it's to SHOT Show?
They went from all about doing SHOT Show coverage to not going.
I wonder.
I think they even said it was because of COVID.
They did or didn't?
They did not go.
Oh, but I'm saying, did they say it was because of COVID or not?
I think so on their post. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Somebody.
I'm wondering if it was had to do with restrictions or had to do with like some of them getting.
I'm guessing somebody tested positive and then they were fucked or something. Yeah, guys, that Mordax looks badass in Magna Cut. They announced, or they had it was either a SHOT Show exclusive, or they announced that they're doing a Mordax in Magna Cut.
That'd be sweet.
And they're calling it a ProTech Mordax now. So I don't know if they paid drop out or something. Because that whole thing is weird with drop. I fucking hate drop.
That's how I feel, guys. 25. It's like a budget skinny XM18. Yeah, for sure.
So it's a skinny piece of shit.
The Scoria, yeah. Fucking the Mordax though, man. That sounds badass. I hopefully it's not that drop type deal, but yeah, I'm not that big on that stuff either.
Because that's why it was $290 or whatever. Like it's a $200 knife that they had to add $80 to because of drop.
Well, I don't understand it because I mean, it's USA made. ProTech's doing it, right?
Yeah.
So why the fuck do they need to send it somewhere? Like, I don't understand why they wouldn't just, ship it to the knife retailers and stuff like that instead
because
of going
Drop
to
was
Drop.
involved in the knife. Like it was like,
What'd
how they
they
had
do?
Drop Jet or whatever.
I know. I remember all of them. I never got in on none of the Drop knives because I got a Drop knife, but I didn't.
The Jet is awesome, dude. That's why I always hated on the Elementum, because they basically stole the Gent and made it a Civivi, and the Gent is a gem. Like, it's one of the best pocket knives ever, in my opinion.
No, it's a good knife. It's a solid knife. I never got in on them because of the Drop deal. I never understood. Like, at the time when they first started that,
like
I didn't understand it.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. Yep. I was just frustrated with it. And at the time, it was like I was really, really, really strapped on money. And it was like, man, I ain't got time to give you my money. I need my product.
Yeah, I feel you. And then their customer service is garbage.
It's not Drop anymore. We is selling directly. Now that's the way it should go. But wait a second, though.
I don't know about that.
We is selling them directly.
No,
you're talking about Drop knives. He's talking about Drop knives, not the Mordax.
Yeah.
Why the hell would they can't sell the Mordax?
So Drop basically moved to Amazon. So I think Drop still exists on Amazon, unless that might have dried up too. I don't know. ProTech is done with Drop. Yeah, so they must have had to pay them out or something to keep that design. What?
I just don't understand the why.
Well, because they were part of it to begin with. I mean, it
was
a three-way deal.
No, what did they do?
They sold it. That's
my part. Why?
Because they had a popular website that did drops of stuff.
So does ProTech.
Yeah, but they worked with Ferrum Forge.
I'm just saying, like, to me, it's like if I was selling knives out of my house, right? And I made the knives right here. I made them and I sold them, right? And somebody calls me up and says, "Hey, man, cut me in. I'll sell them out of my house."
Yeah,
I'd say, go fuck yourself.
I guarantee you it was because of Ferrum Forge.
Yeah,
because Ferrum Forge,
I'm just joking.
They had that relationship with Drop, and they probably just
which was we, right?
And I'm guessing the other thing you're not thinking about is who's paying for it. I bet you Drop was paying for the knives to be made.
Maybe that would be the part that I'm asking. I guess, like, what did they have in? What kind of skin did they have in on the game? Maybe they were backing it.
Because that's how it was with the Wii knives that Ferrum Forge did through Drop. Drop, it was their design from Ferrum Forge, and I bet you Drop paid for it, and then we made them. So it's the same thing. It's just ProTech was the OEM, basically.
I did not know that. Urban Legend says the Malice button lock is going to be in between the size of the original Malice and the Odium, 3.25 maybe.
Oh, that's even better. Yeah.
That'd be badass.
Now
that means that blade's probably not going to be as heavy.
Exactly. Yep. Lefty has it right. Yeah.
All right, so let's get into some fuck shit.
They were the OEM.
All right, we're going to get into some dumbass questions.
You have questions for me?
We're past story time. So we need to get into some questions.
Okay, what are your questions?
All right, so we got some dumbass questions here. You guys ready for story time?
Any questions?
And some dumbass questions. All right, get you guys' cigarettes going. Get you guys self a drink. Sit back and listen to story time. All right, so. And, I don't know what kind of answer you'd have over this. I know what type of answer I'd have. So you're getting attacked by two animals.
Oh, God.
Which one would you rather be attacked by? A dog or a snake? It's a big fucking snake.
Is it a big snake? Like an anaconda?
Snake. Yeah, like an anaconda.
A fucking dog, then, of course.
You're crazy, man. You can outrun a snake any day of the week.
I cannot outrun a fucking anaconda, dude.
You cannot outrun a dog. You can outrun an anaconda.
Punch a dog in the face, and I could train the dog. Like, I'm a dog guy.
You think your Neevesknives? No, you can't train the dog. I can train the dog, but you can't. But
I mean, I could.
You can outrun a snake.
I've done a lot of dog training. You know what I mean?
A snake, you can outrun a dog. It's gonna catch your ass. Okay, so we found out that you would die on both occasions. All right, next.
It's a fucking anaconda. It means I'm in the Amazon on a fucking boat. I'm dead. The dog means I'm down the street. Like, I'm good. I'll just run home.
You've definitely already lost if you're next to the anaconda, right?
Yeah. At least I got Jennifer Lopez though, so I'm good. You know
That's true. That's true. All right, so would you rather do? And I know this is a really weird one, so think about it before you answer. Would you rather do Naked and Afraid, which is 21 days out in whatever for 21 days naked, right? With your fire starter and a knife, or 3 days in a coffin? No food, no water.
Dude, I am
3 days in a coffin or 21 days naked.
I am totally claustrophobic. Like, so I'm doing Naked and Afraid all day.
I think I'd pick it. And I'm not claustrophobic, but I'd definitely do that one too.
Yeah, like
who wants to be in a coffin for? Man,
do I have? Here's a question: do I have enough room to move my arms, and am I allowed to have a knife? Like, am I allowed to sit there and fidget for 3 days?
It's a coffin, dude. It's a coffin. You got enough room to probably go like this.
So what you're saying is I got to bring my OEM Slim with me, the little guy.
Yep.
Like that guy.
Yeah, to whittle your way out. Yeah, a coffin, man. That to me, 3 days in a coffin would feel like 21 days on Naked and Afraid. So,
have you ever seen Alone, dude? That show is badass.
I was gonna actually use that one instead, but I figured the naked part would kind of tweak it up a little bit.
Did you ever see the one where that chick like fucking shoots herself with an arrow, like stabs herself with an arrow on accident? It's so fucking funny.
No.
She's like trying to chase a squirrel or some shit and shoot it with a bow, and she ends up with the arrow in her leg. Like, she fucking stabbed herself with it. It was pretty deep. Like, I'm pretty sure she bailed out because of it.
Oh, she did that shit on purpose.
No, she was like, I don't know. She was, dude. The chicks on that show are on point, dude. They're
they're tough. They're tough.
They're
girls.
tough as fuck, man.
Some of them they get. I honestly believe this to the heart of my soul that they actually get bitch ass dudes and tough ass girls on purpose. In some occasions, and I'm not saying every time. Different. I'm not saying every time. I'm just saying I've noticed a little bit of a pattern when it comes to some of the guy-girl relationships they put together. Now, I seen that one where the girl and guy, man, I have no doubt that they fucked. And she was supposed to be a lesbian, but she was all laying on top of him to heat his body.
How are they together? Did they do a couples one?
No, they weren't a couple. She was a lesbian. But
yeah, but they're supposed to be like however many miles apart and shit.
Oh, I'm talking about Naked and Afraid.
Oh, I've never seen that. Sorry.
Yeah. You never seen Naked and Afraid?
I don't even know what it is.
I was talking about Naked and Afraid. Where they're 21 days, they're butt naked and they're out in the woods. The girl gets to bring 1 or 2 items, and the guy gets to bring 1 or 2 items.
What show is it? What channel or like?
A&E or is it Discovery?
I got you. I don't watch cable anymore.
But man, dude, yeah, it's good. It's a good one. You know Melissa Backwoods, right? On Instagram. No. Oh my God. Well, you'll see her at Blade Show. She goes every year. That's how she got famous. Was she's beat Naked and Afraid like 4 or 5 times. She's a beast. Now that girl, I give her I take my hat off to her. She is a fucking soldier, man. She goes out there and dominates. The guys. Like, you can tell that without her, those guys would have been struck. Like, she just dominates. But like I said, I think some of the times, maybe not in her case, but some of the other times they put some bitch ass dudes, because I've just seen some dudes like they seem so stoic and so good, then they get out there and you just see them turn like into a fucking beta when they get out there. It's like, bro, you know where you were going. Why'd you all of a sudden turn into a little girl? Like, they literally, they start getting mad at the girl, because they're being, the way that you would be naked and afraid. And it's like they lose their tempers and shit. And it's like, dude, they did this shit on purpose.
Yeah, the dudes, Bees is right. The dudes who are like buff and shit and are talking the big game, they always are the one who lasts like 3 days.
Yes, for
and
sure.
The dude, and the boring ass dude who eats fucking bulb kelp for fucking 8 weeks is the guy who wins,
Yep.
Just how it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. The girl was napping beside the fire and the pot fell off. She got burned. Yeah. I've seen
Like
all kinds of shit. Stung,
like there
bit,
was an Alone where
starving.
the dude's fucking like he had a shelter made out of fucking trees and shit or branches, and it fucking just lit on fire because he had a little fireplace. He burned his fucking house down.
Yeah.
And that shit in the middle of the night in Alaska or fucking Vancouver or whatever, you're fucked, man.
Yeah. On average, on Naked and Afraid, they lose 40 pounds on average.
Yeah.
In 21 days.
I need to do that. I need to do that show.
That's crazy. So
right.
This is just a dumb question. Do you have like a certain cologne you like to wear?
Because all the other questions weren't dumb.
No, yeah, right. This one's the weirdest.
I actually have 3 types of cologne over there. I almost never use them now because I have a kid and I feel like I'm always holding her and I don't want to like smother her. And
I get that.
But my favorite is probably Kenneth Cole Reaction.
Okay.
That's probably my favorite. I also like what's that shit called? Burberry or something. I have the gray one of that, and then I just have some Nautica shit. That one's just because I got it as a gift.
Which Nautica?
Damn, Gambit, you're a fucking cologne
I got
collector, bro.
the David Beckham right now. That stuff's pretty good. I really like that stuff. Actually, I'm actually about out of it. I need to get some more. And then I got some. Fuck, man, I can't think of the name of it. Some, I don't know, something more expensive that I don't even like as much as the David.
How do you feel about soap?
I like bars. Now, I used to like the sports stuff on a sponge. I always liked that for like the past couple years, but since the past week, I went back to bars.
Have you ever tried Squatch?
I haven't, but I've wanted to.
Shit is the bomb, dude.
Is it?
That's my shit. I get the subscription of it. And then on Amazon, I buy these. They come in like 2-packs or something. And it's just like a thing you can slide a bar into. And it kind of is like a sort of loofah. It's not quite as good. But it works a lot better than trying to hold a fucking bar of soap like you're in prison.
Yeah, for sure.
But yes, Dr. Squatch has all types of shit. I actually have their deodorant too. But yeah, it's like a subscription that shows up.
What is your favorite one? Because I know they have different kinds. Like, is there a certain one that's like the good one?
I really like deep sea goat's milk. And then I like the wood. I think it's called wood barrel aged bourbon or something. That one's really good. There's a few that are really good. They have Star Wars ones now.
Well, I seen the commercials and it looked like they had a whole bunch of different flavors, I guess you'd call it.
Yeah, they have a shit ton now. And you can set it up to just like send you every month or 3 months or whatever.
How much
now,
is
it's not cheap, man.
Yeah,
it's like $7 a bar.
Holy shit.
You can get a giant thing of Duke Cannon for like, $5. And that shit's good too.
Right.
So I mean, I get it. I just really like the bar.
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it out because I like having
baby. I'm just kidding.
Mom, I recently got one of those jugs.
Yeah, Bay rum is good. Spanky says.
Sugar scrub, man. That shit's the shit.
Pine tar is pretty good. Yeah.
All right, we got story time, and you're gonna tell the story, and I'm hoping you got one because you might not. Not everybody
I'm
does.
not a story guy, man.
A high school fight.
A high school.
Did you ever get into a high school or elementary, whatever, just a school fight?
I mean, I got all right. So
fight. All right.
I've gotten in a couple of scrapes.
All right. Let's hear about
it. Like the biggest one was like, in middle school behind Subway or whatever.
Behind Subway? Did you just say behind Subway?
Yeah, behind Subway.
Right.
Where it was like me and another dude fighting these 2 other guys and shit. But the one that's really like a story is I had this best friend in elementary school or early middle school or whatever. His name was Johnny, right? And we were buddies, man. Like we hung out. We fucking when we were younger, we would go in my bedroom and fucking pretend we were pro wrestlers and shit. Like not gay shit, but like
I get it. I get it. Yeah.
And then he got fucking weird one day. It was so random. Like again, we were like best friends, I thought. And one day he comes running up to me and he starts getting in my face. And he's like, you fucking called my mom a fucking whore and like all this shit, right? He's like, you called my mom a bitch. I'm like, dude, I have no idea. Like, I literally had no idea where he got this shit. But like, this dude was serious. Like, I'm fucking like blowing his mom up. Right. And he's like protecting his mom or whatever. So, and I'm German, right? So like, I was born there and like, you know, I lived there for a little while. My whole family goes back. Like, we're all German, right? So growing up, it was like a sensitive thing because, you know, people call you like, you know, the whole Nazi thing. Like, fucking World War II was 80 fucking years ago and people still talk about it.
Right.
But the dude, so he starts fucking calling me a Nazi and shit, right?
Fuck, man.
Which when I'm 14, that shit pisses me off, right? Like now I'm like,
that'll kill your reputation real quick.
Yeah, right.
Everybody will start using it. You got to end that shit right away.
So yeah, so then it turned into this whole thing where now I'm pissed, right? I'm like, I didn't talk shit about your mom, but now you're fucking calling me a Nazi, bro.
Did this happen over multiple days or just right?
No, this conversation happened in one shot.
Okay.
Like behind his house because I used to roll up and then we'd go fucking chill or whatever.
All right.
You know, smoke some.
Who told him you called his mom a name or whatever?
Somebody fucking did. Like somebody told him. I never found out. It was weird. And then I literally like was not friends with this dude again for like I literally never again. I mean, seriously. And then like, you know, 10 years later, like I've seen him and we're cool. Like it's not a big deal.
Right.
But like it literally like fucked our, you know, friendship. We were like best friends too. It was fucking weird. But so that all happened. And I'm like, all right, dude, like you want to fucking do something about it, like whatever. And so then it turned into the like we're gonna meet at the fucking flagpole at fucking 3:30 or whatever, right? But it was actually like this apartment complex.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a friend, I think, that lived there or something that he thought like was also tough or something. And like, so I show up with like a friend or whatever, just because I'm like hanging out with a friend.
Right.
And he comes out with this fucking like big, tough looking black dude, like rocking his Timbs and shit. Right. And we're supposed to like fight. Right. And I'm like, all right. And I literally like, I don't know how to fight. I'm 14. Like, I got no fucking clue.
Right.
I'm like a privileged fucking kid in the suburbs. Like, I'm not taking boxing classes. I'm not getting my ass kicked on the streets, learning the ways of, you know, like, I don't know shit. Right.
Right.
But neither does this fucking guy.
Of course. Right. All right. Same neighborhood.
So he's doing this thing where he's like bouncing around and like just talking shit. Like, I think he watched like Ali. It. Yeah, I think he watched Ali or something. He's just like
he practiced this out.
He's like bouncing back and forth, like literally going in like 6 feet steps. Like it was fucking weird, man.
Yeah.
And I'm just standing there like all fucking amped up. Like I'm like my heart's pumping. I'm like freaking out. Like I'm gonna get my ass.
You guys been wrestling for a while, but now you're about to throw down.
Yeah, and I've never like really fought, so I'm like, I'm gonna get my ass kicked over here. I'm just gonna fucking like try to hit him.
Right.
I don't know.
Hit him as hard as can. All right.
So he's doing the bouncing around thing, and he fucking like we end up like next to this. It was a apartment building, so it was like a brick. It was just like brick right on the side, and we're in the grass like next to it, fucking apparently dancing, and this like it literally helped me that I was left-handed. Like dude came at me and I fucking like just moved and then I punched him left-handed.
He forgot you were left-handed.
He didn't know.
He wasn't thinking about like, the southpaw.
I just went bop and dude fucking so like I'm not like super strong or anything. I just fucking hit him. Like and he fucking like bounced off my fist and
that's how it happens.
Because he was like dancing and shit, like being on a fucking floaty. He got hit and then like bounced off and his face fucking smacked into this brick wall. And dude just like fell down. Like he didn't get knocked out, but he just like fell down, and then he just like basically bitched out from there. Like he got hit, and I guess it hurt. I don't know. And I got lucky because his dude didn't come after me. Like, and at that point, I think we all just started laughing. And then I walked away with my dude. And like, again, we weren't really friends after that, but like it was over. Yeah. And I told him, I was like, dude, I didn't talk about your mom. Like, I have no idea who did, but like, how weird is that, right?
It is very weird, but man, it's not like really crazy similar, but
it's that weird.
When I was a kid, I had a friend that something was wrong with him. Like, one, he was raised in a very like an extreme broken home, like no other, right? And besides that, though, like he had some sort of condition, like mentally or something. But he'd be so normal, and you'd be friends with him, but like just out of nowhere. And I mean, no rhyme, no reason, no nothing. He would just attack you, like with a blade, like with a knife, a razor, something. Like one time I was at his house, and I went into his house, and we're young too, like so, and he had one of those porches. You know those porches like by a front door, like where it's they don't really use it. They basically turn the porch into a room, Well, that's the way his front porch was. So, like, if you went through the front door, which you wouldn't use the front door, they use the back door. But I'm just saying, if you use the front door, which they didn't, you'd open it up and it'd actually be a room. So you go through the back door instead, and you go through the house to get to that front porch area, which they had set up like a room, right? And it's got the windows all the way around. Anyways,
I get what you're saying.
I forget what they're called. They're called something.
An enclosed
porch. Yeah, an enclosed porch. That's basically it. But it's a room now, though. So, it's just like the rest of the house. Anyways, we're in there, and he's, he's my friend, though. Like, this kid's like my best friend. And there was only like 2 kids in the neighborhood that relatively looked like me. So they were like my best friends in the neyborhood. And, I hung out with them every day. But dude, just out of nowhere, right? We're sitting there. He fucking pulls out just a little razor, like a box cutter razor blade, out of nowhere. And I'm facing a toy box, looking at it, like looking kind of inside it, like it's some stuff. I don't know if it was like an actual toy box, but stuff, like toys and stuff. And all of a sudden, I have a razor coming at my face, and I just grabbed it, and he's trying to cut my face with a fucking razor.
This is your best friend?
Yeah. But like I said, though, like he's got something wrong with him, and
why? Okay,
I know. It's so crazy. It doesn't even make sense. Well,
he needs help.
Well, later on in life, he wound up hurting somebody with a baseball bat and doing time in prison, doing something to his sister, and like a bunch of other things, like we were friends up until like so long, but after that, like we weren't friends for a long time. Then we wound up being friends again for a little bit. Then some other shit happened. Then we weren't friends again for a long time. We literally fought probably 10 times in my life throughout like 10 years. That's because something would always happen. Like he had something wrong with him. But anytime I became like, we get like not like close again, like not like we were, but just like, around the neighborhood kind of close, something would always happen. Or we'd wind up meeting each other up somewhere. Like we did it one time at the roller rink when before it was shut down. We met up at the roller rink, and we wound up fighting at the roller rink. They wound up shutting that place down from getting shot up and all kinds of stupid shit. But no, it was just weird though. Like he was like that though, where it was like he'd tweak out. And so like I can definitely understand. But I remember meeting kids like that a few times though. Like they were just like kind of off like that, where you never knew what to expect from them, and just shit would fucking something was wrong with them.
Those are the kids I stayed away from.
Yeah, me too, for sure. But I remember them throughout, growing up, like the kids you would stay away from because they were like that,
Why am I a bully?
Like, bully.
I basically like defended myself against my best friend.
First of all, you were calling his mom a whore.
Right? Yeah. I was, right.
That's the first part.
I still, to this day, do not know where he got that shit. Like, he was amped, dude. He comes out of his house, running out the back when I pull up just to be like, hey, buddy, what's up? And
Plot twist, his mom told him that.
Probably.
She did not like you.
She was hot, too.
She was
a MILF for sure. So I would have never said that because I was trying to,
Yeah, that's probably the problem. He probably got mad because you were trying to.
He didn't care. I told him I wanted, nah, he was cool with that shit, but you call her a bitch, fuck.
She told him, I'm telling you. Knife Modder says, when I was using drugs, one of my best friends ended up shooting some dude to death. I had stopped hanging out with him probably like 6 months prior. Damn. Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
That's what,
that is crazy.
We all got plenty of those stories. Not that. That's not crazy, but
socialist bully. That's an oxymoron. You were bagging his bitch mom. We had a crush on you and couldn't handle it, so made a reason to break up. Haha. Molly whopped you. I see a reoccurring theme in these knife guys. Yes, absolutely. I think it's just people.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah, I have some fucked up stories. Yeah, I think we all do. I mean, just humans, it's fucking life.
Yeah, but I feel like in the knife community, we're all
socialists, right? That's true. Socialists are bullies. Yeah, the knife world's definitely, I think, and I'm sure other hobbies as well, kind of has that I don't know about appeal, but it winds up being a good place where people like to go for, I don't want to even say like just like a new beginning, but it winds up becoming a great place where people can make good quality friends. I'm not saying there's not some fuckheads out there, because of course there are, but we find a place where you're welcome. And if you're a good person, you can meet other good people.
Dude, it's a great resource, man.
It is.
Like a couple months ago, I was feeling really fucking weird. Like, I don't know what was going on with me. And like, I would do the lives and it would fucking help like so much. It was weird. Yeah. Like, it just, like, and people checking on you and shit when you have COVID or whatever. Like, that shit means a lot, And
it does.
Yeah.
It absolutely does, man. It's a blessing, man, when you're a part of a group that's that actually has your best interest at heart and is also a good group, to be in.
Right.
Especially when you're used to, and I think a lot of people have met this, because I think a lot of people like to be a part of groups. But when you've been a part of fucked up groups, you know how to recognize that, and what a good group looks like. And you're like, all right, this is the type of group I need to stay in, something like this.
Right.
It's a little bit better. But I know it's getting late. I know you got to go.
Yeah.
I got to go too before my shit shuts off on me. I appreciate you joining me tonight, and I'll see you tomorrow night, man.
Yep.
Tomorrow night. So tomorrow we are going to be on Thursday night live with who's all going to be there?
Tomorrow it's just me, you, and Backpack B is going to be on. I'm going to do my drawing for my 3K giveaway live. So
all right.
It's just Lefty Live on Thursday.
Lefty Live on Thursday. And then if you guys want to go join Mike Emler right now and Tri-State EDC, they are live. I'll see you guys there. All right, guys.
Awesome.
Peace.
Right. Peace.